Hi, welcome. My name is Adri Kyser and I'm going to show you a gentle practice lesson 20 minutes long to help you care for your back, release tension and tightness and stiffness and achiness, and with more flexibility and mobility. So let's go ahead and start by laying down on our backs. You can have a block handy, you may need it, or use a pillow or blankets. Bring your right knee towards your chest here. And gently pull the knee towards the chest. And imagine you're standing tall over the left leg, flexing the foot. Twisting are amazing poses to help you bring flexibility in the spine, relief for any tension and tightness, especially from periods of long sitting or standing or poor posture. So bring your right arm out towards the side, bring the left hand to the outside of your right knee, and as you exhale, bring your leg across your body. Maybe look over the right shoulder and imagine the right arm becoming longer. Close the eyes for a couple of full deep breaths in here. So breathing is key here to help you release tension and tightness, reduce stress, worries. The moment you deepen the breath, your body responds in a positive way by softening and relaxing. Slowly come back to center. Bring the right knee towards the chest one more time and slowly release. Let's go to the other side. Bring the left knee towards your chest. Pausing here. Flex the right foot almost like if you're standing on the right leg. Relax the shoulders. And now extend the left arm out to the side. Bring the right hand to the outside of your left knee. And as you exhale, bring your knee across your body, making the left arm longer, looking over the left shoulder. Soften into the twist. You don't need to pull or push. You don't need to make it harder. Just simply by breathing and softening into the stretch, your body eventually begins to give into the pose. Make it more comfortable, more enjoyable. And when you're ready, slowly come back to center. Bring the left knee towards your chest. Bring the right knee to meet it. If you are in discomfort in your back, I recommend roll to one side and then find your way to your hands and knees. Otherwise, rock forward to a seated position and then come to your hands and knees. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, fingers pointing forward, elbows, creases moving forward, shoulders back. As you inhale, look forward, arch your back. Exhale, round the spine. This is my favorite of all times, my favorite sequence right now. Simple, you can do this anytime, any day, as often as you like. It's called cat-cow because it helps to bring mobility, flexibility in the spine, warms up your spine, it helps you connect with your core, and it's simple enough that everybody can do it. Even in a seated position, even if you're on a desk in your office, you can just round your back and arch your back. Couple of more. Last time. Exhaling, rounding the spine, and as you inhale, arching. Come back to neutral. For this next pose, slowly begin to find your way down on your belly. Prop yourself on your elbows, so the elbows are over your shoulders are over your elbows, your toes are pointing back. Gently pressing your pelvis down, pull the belly button towards the spine and really be active with your legs. So imagine pressing the top of your feet down, spreading the toes, and as you inhale, almost like you're trying to bring your heart forward or pulling that mat back, but you're not moving. You bring the heart forward, activating your legs, pulling the belly in towards the spine. And slowly release. Let's do that once again. Inhale. Imagine pulling the mat back towards your feet, heart opens. Make sure you're not here with shoulders by your ears, but you're actually pushing the mat down and back with your arms. And slowly release. Make a pillow with your hands. Forehead is going to be on your hands. Sway your hips from side to side for a moment. Now at all times, keep your forehead glued to your hands. When you're ready, Inhale, lift the hands off the mat, lift the forehead, the chest. Exhale, lower. So we're building strength in your back. Inhale, lift. Keep the elbows pointing in opposite directions. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. For this pose, keep the forehead down. Bend your right knee. And slowly begin to roll your right toes towards the left. Keeping the forehead down. Your toes may touch the mat or floor. They may not. It's just a nice twist here. And slowly come back to center. Now bend the left knee. Keep the forehead down, glued to your hands. Slowly begin to roll to the right. Left toes may or may not touch the mat. Slowly come back to center. Let's do that again. When you're ready, keep the forehead down. Roll to your left. Come back to center. And let's switch sides. Come back to center. This time bring your hands under your shoulders, forehead is down. Preparing for cobra. Activate your legs, press down through the top of your feet, spread your toes. Hands are under your shoulders, elbows point straight back. Draw the shoulders up and away from the ears, and as you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Twice more. Inhale, you're not using your hands to bring you up, you're using the back of the strength of your back. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, lower, press back to child's pose. Bring the feet together, opening your knees wide, hips down towards your heels, hands reach forward. Slowly begin to come up to seated. Lean to either side. Bring the legs in front of you. Extend the right leg forward. Bend the left knee so that the sole of your left foot is against your right inner thigh. Now the trick here is if you notice your pelvis is tilting back and you're rounding, roll your mat, use a blanket, a pillow, or even your block. Sit on it so then your pelvis is in neutral position. You can also grab a strap or a tie if you need it. If you have tight hamstrings, bend the knee slightly, especially if you're gonna fall forward, because this compresses, creates more tension in your back, and we want to actually lengthen and elongate to relieve tension and tightness and actually become longer, right? So again, either knees bent or seated higher on a bolster or block or blankets. Inhale, sit up tall, and as you exhale, moving from the hips, look forward with the heart, walking your hands forward. Pause halfway. Inhale, lengthen once again, roll the shoulders back and away from the ears, and fold. One more time, lift a little higher, and then as you exhale, continue to fold forward. And this time, turn slightly towards your right knee. So like your belly button is moving slightly towards the right leg. So it's a forward fold with a mild twist. If your hands, you notice that your hands are way past your foot, and you want to create more opening on the left side of your body, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Again, not necessarily it's an option. You might be up here feeling plenty stretch and feeling fantastic. So it's not about how low you are, it's about what you're feeling. Creating space on the left side of your body, lengthening the entire spine. Try not to over round too much. You want to actually bring the heart forward towards your foot. And when you're ready, come back up. Now let's twist once again. Bring the left foot across. Make sure this left hip is anchoring down on the mat and flex the right foot. Left hand is behind you. As you inhale, lift your right arm up. Think of creating length, almost like you're reaching towards the ceiling. As you keep this length, exhale, twist, and bring the elbow against your thigh. Look over the left shoulder. Keep that right foot flexed. And again, think of twisting from the spine, not by pressing against the arm and leg. So pull the belly in and feel the entire back muscles and your core, your abdominal muscles beginning to work together to help you twist. Belly towards the spine. Inhale, become longer. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Now let's switch sides. Extend the left leg forward, bend your right knee. Once again, same modifications from the other leg. Oftentimes one side is going to be different than the other. The reason we're practicing here, yoga, is to get to know ourselves better, to release tension, tightness, and stress, so we can bring our body back to homeostasis, perfect balance, where it can restore itself and just have overall health. So bend the knee if you need it. You can walk your hands forward, leading with the heart, bending at the hips, not at the waist. See, I bend at the waist, I round. So think of long spine, long spine. The bend in the knees will help you go deeper into your forward fold because the hamstrings are not being overstretched. And that's for if you have super tight hamstrings, which again is common when you have a sedentary life or from long sittings, or even if you are very athletic like running and biking, those hamstrings can become tight as well. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Once again, if your hands are way past your toes, then grab your right wrist with your left hand, twisting your upper body slightly towards the left knee. Think of, with each exhalation, you're becoming longer. So maybe the crown of the head move closer towards the foot, even if it's just a millimeter, even if it doesn't happen, think of that energetic movement of elongation. And when you're ready, slowly release. Bring your right foot across the left, plant the foot down, right hip stays down on the mat. Right hand goes behind you, left arm reaches up. Inhale, sit up tall, almost like you're reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, keep the length as you twist. Elbow against your thigh. Now think of lengthening the spine with each inhalation, and as you exhale, twist a little deeper, using your abdominal muscles and your back muscles rather than the leverage of your arm against your leg. You should feel amazing in your back muscles to help you release tension here, to just feel a deeper stretch. And slowly release. Slowly begin to come back to your belly. We're going to do a couple of more back strengthening, because part of caring for your back is also building core strength, which includes your low back. Bring your hands behind you. Either fingers can be pointing back, palms by your hips, or interlace the fingers. For this variation, keep the toes down. As you inhale, draw the shoulder blades towards one another, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. For the next variation, lift the legs. As you inhale, lift the legs, open the chest. And slowly release. One more time. Inhale. And slowly release. Good. Make a pillow with your hands. Sway the hips from side to side. And come to child's pose. When you're ready, come up to seated position. Bring your legs in front of you. And this is what I meant at the beginning of the class when we were doing the cat-cows. Just, you can do this seated anywhere. You inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine, maybe lean back, keeping the arms straight for support. Do that a few more times. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Good. Bring your legs in front of you, lay down on your back. Bend the knees. Bring the knees together, feet wide. Open your outer side. Bring the knees towards the right, and this time bring your right ankle over your left thigh. Only if you don't have any knee issues, if your knees are healthy, look over the left shoulder. Release, and then switch sides. Bring both knees towards the left. Look over the right, bring the left ankle over your right thigh. And slowly come back to center, release. Bring both knees towards your chest. Full twist now as you exhale, bring both knees towards the right. Look over the left shoulder. Right hand can be on the outside of the left thigh. And just exhale completely. And with each exhalation, you deepen the twist without pushing or forcing, just let it become natural. Come back to center as you inhale. Exhale, twist. And slowly release. Come back to center. Bring both knees towards your chest. Bring the hands on top of your legs or cross your arms. Lift the forehead towards your knees. Rounding here. And slowly release. Now extend the legs down on the mat. Bring your right hand to your chest, to your heart. Left hand to your belly. Let your feet open out to the sides. And we're going to start with a breathing technique before Shavasana to help you relax even more. As you inhale, imagine letting your belly lift towards the ceiling. So your left hand begins to rise. Then the center of the chest expands, the top of the chest lifts even more. As you exhale, let the top of the chest come back towards the midline, center of the chest, ribs move towards one another, and then the belly moves towards the spine. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, top of the chest lift. Exhale, let everything come back towards the midline, starting from the top of the chest, middle, to the belly. A few more times on your own. Full belly breathing to help you activate the parasympathetic system, the part of the nervous system that's restoring, cleansing, nourishing to the body. If your back bothers you by laying completely flat, you can always bend your knees and bring the knees to touch and feet wide so you have more support here. Continue with a full belly breathing for a few more rounds. Think of it as a glass of water. When you're pouring water into a glass, it starts from the bottom, middle to the top of the glass. And when you empty the water from the glass, it starts from the top, middle, and last, the bottom. Now release the technique. Let your lips part so your jaw softens. Entering Shavasana, which is so important in our daily life, especially when you're super busy, you need time to get centered, get grounded. Constant stress can lead to achiness and tiredness. And you can stay here for as long as you like, especially if you're doing this gentle practice before going to bed. Gently begin to bring your awareness back to your breath, to your body, inviting movements to your fingers and toes. Circle the wrists and ankles in one direction. Circle the opposite way. And as you inhale, bring your arms overhead. Point your toes, stretch, lengthen. Exhale, open your mouth. Slowly bend your knees and roll to either side into fetal position. Resting your head on your bottom arm. Top arm is in front of your chest. And slowly begin to come up to any comfortable position, seated position of your choice. Bring your hands to your knees. Notice how your spine feels. Maybe circle your torso in one direction. Maybe circle the opposite way, just to notice the difference from when you started class to this moment. And now bring your hands to your heart center, sealing the energy you created through your practice. Taking this moment to give thanks for the opportunity to step onto your mat, the opportunity you had to breathe, to connect with your body, to become familiar with the sensations and the thoughts that arise. Reminding yourself how important it is to have moments for self-care, moments to release tension, reduce inflammation within the body, so you can feel more whole and complete, full of energy and vitality. Namaste.